Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets. And so with that loss, evening the series up here at 1-1, we look to this game to decide who has the upper hand in this matchup.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. Here's Butler after Al Jefferson's score. Outside Rose. Freak kicks to McDermott. Taken away by Williams. Tipped away. Jefferson passing to Walker. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The shot by Williams, no good. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Magic.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Al Jefferson. And it's Gasol penetrating. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gasol's got his first points of the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And it's Freak missing. The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Williams, a screen on Rose. There's the three. Williams' shot is off.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And so here's Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Lamb, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Freak. And again, Chicago, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Walker against Rose. Walker dishes to Williams. He feeds it to Lamb. Screen by Jefferson. Second shot opportunity. Lamb, good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Rose goes in, and the shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
No coverage that time. 6 points for Al Jefferson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Rose passes to Butler. He kicks it to McDermott. And play stops as it looks like checked in for Noah. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. And McDermott subbed in for Roten. And then for Charlotte, Williams comes in for Zoe. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Rose is the one with Butler as the 2. McDermott and Gasol, a duo at the forward. And it's Freak in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Chicago with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. And Butler gets it to go.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He had 9 points and pulled down an enormous 8 rebounds. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, Gino?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. The Hornets also with a sub. Batum's checked in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Freak. Again, Chicago.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
The Bulls leading by 8. Rose kicks to Freak. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Aaron Brooks is checked in for Rose. Lee's checked in for Charlotte. Nice scouting for Chicago. They won that game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And Kevin, you know, they showed.
Back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And look at Al Jefferson. He's really been playing well.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebound. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the small forward.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now, here's Walker. After the miss from Doug McDermott. Lamb with the ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Offensive rebound. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the push?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Marvin Williams. The feed to Rose. That's good. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside Williams. Inside Jefferson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 14 points for Al Jefferson.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today because without him, this thing would already be over.
Right side to Walker. Chicago grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. There's Freak up and in from the low block. Freak's got 4 this quarter. Hornets trail by 10. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Williams dishes to Walker. Looking for Jefferson, he gets it there. And the layup's good off the glass. Jefferson's got 16.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Rose passes to Freak, and the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his 4th foul. The Bulls leading by 6. 1:10 left in the 3rd. Here's Freak. And it falls over the rim and in. 12 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Batum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Complete domination. What a game for Freak. He has 12 points, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
Both shots good from the stripe. Hornets trail by 8. Batum screen on Brooks. Here's Lynn. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Bulls have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Mirotic's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In the corner, it's Freak. Fade away. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And so here's Charlotte. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Chicago leading by 8. McDermott and Gasol, a duo at the forward. Jimmy Butler is out there with Brooks, and it's Freak in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now, here's Walker. Nice job coming off that screen. And that's 18 points for Al Jefferson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
And Walker kicks to Williams. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Time now for an injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And that one's good. Freak.
Another bucket.
Not so good at the other end.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Charlotte, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 12. Here's McDermott. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Gasol dishes to Rose. Here's Freak. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the end.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. That's good.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Back to Rose. The dish to Freak. It's stolen by Jefferson. To the paint, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That'll go on McDermott. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Now here's Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 26 points for Al Jefferson. The Bulls leading by 10. Kicks to McDermott. Outside Rose. Feeds it to Butler. And again, no good by Chicago. Williams with the ball, now defended by McDermott. From about 19 feet, again, the Hornets score.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
Now here's Freak. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Rose. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Bulls lead by a new Cooper. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for McDermott. Tony Roten, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Roten, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
No good from Lee. Now here's Freak, defended by Batum. And Gibson kicks to Roten. Here's Freak. Off target at the rim. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge, and that